Hey, what is good, YouTube? What is good, man? I hope that you guys are good and well. Welcome back to another banger. You already know you tune into On The Way with Jay, baby. And you know if you tune into me, you tune into your greatness, man. Before we even tap into the video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe so that we can keep on growing as a tribe, my brothers. Hey, man. 18 days on seed retention, man. And I must say, the urges have been there. But it's an uphill battle. We've been here before. It's nothing new to us, you know what I mean? My energy is definitely up. I feel more alive. I feel more present. I've just been having this inner knowing, this inner calling, you know. I feel my truth coming back up, you know. A lot of alignment, not too much, but definitely less fearful of life. Definitely more optimistic, more excited for what's to come. And these are just some of the benefits, man. There's also an inner calm feeling. Like I don't feel like I need to rush too much, you know, in life. I don't feel like there's a rush to get to where I need to be. You know, when you've been on this journey for multiple seasons, you understand that every season is different because it's as if every seed produces a new dream, a goal, a new type of hunger, you know, a new type of drive. And so that is one of the things that I've realized, man. Definitely I have way more energy because I just want to work out and run all the time. Like I don't mind doing 2 workouts in a day. And this is just some of the benefits that you will start to feel, man. Coming out of my shell, you know, just trying to add more life, being more observant, and I can feel this feeling of happiness, you know, way more inner peace and less anxiety. And we haven't even reached the 30-day mark yet, you know what I mean? Even feel the need to come on here and start talking again, you know. That's how I know that I have a bit more energy in my vessel. And those are just some of the signs, you know. Can't sleep as much, you know. I also consume sea moss, so that might add to the fuel and the energy and, you know, this rise of the serpent. But yeah, man, if you guys are new here, the journey of semen retention is all about holding your seed, you know, cultivating your inner energy, cultivating your inner willpower and drive to ultimately be the best you that you can be, because just by maintaining your seed, you already have more energy than 90% of the population of men on the planet. Everyone is drained nowadays, and therefore they live in fear, you know. They live in a type of scarcity mindset. But the moment you have more energy, it's like everything switches on, baby. I even have more drive to talk to people, you know. I'm not as shy, and I can feel it, like genuinely feel it. There's a genuineness within me that just wants to do good, you know. Like I said, once the seed starts radiating, you want to do more of everything. But you're also not in a rush because you understand that life is all about timing, you know. And as we're about to step into this new year, the year of the fire horse, I urge you, man. Like I said, I've been on this journey for seasons before. It will put you in the right mindset. People are going to be in a very competitive type of mindset as of 17 Feb, because that's when we go into the year of the fire horse according to the Chinese zodiac, you know. And it's going to be wartime. It's going to be about power and status. And if you don't have your head screwed on right, you're going to be falling for a lot of illusions, you know, a lot of karma. So you don't want to be walking around with negative energy. You want to be walking around with that Obama attitude. Yes, you can. Yes, I can do anything I put my mind to. You know what I mean? And that's why I'm back here trying to get this YouTube channel up. You know, trying to awaken more young men such as myself to reach their fullest potential, to be on the way to becoming their best self, to move forward. You know, this energy literally opens up doors for you. I've seen it time and time again. That's how I was able to go to Europe last year. Just got back 2 weeks ago. Spent a month and a half on vacation. I'm from South Africa, so you already know the euro is way stronger than the rand. But how was I able to do this? because I cultivated an inner peace, I cultivated an inner drive, and I was able to attract money and opportunities. And that is what this is about. This energy will make you stand as firm as a tree. You see, even trees start with a seed and they turn out to be shade. They bear fruit. So when you hold on to your seed, you start to bear all kinds of fruits. If you just look around you in the world, lust is the number one thing. Lust is the number one thing that kills men. It kills their drive, it kills their purpose. It takes them away from being their best selves. It makes them hide. You know what I mean? This is why most men abuse their women. They can't be a boss at work, and when they get home, they want to try and be that boss. Then they go to alcohol, they consume liquor, even weed. I realized the weed was slowing me down so much. I haven't smoked for almost 2 months now. On the 17th of February, it will be 2 months of not smoking weed. And you know how good I feel? I feel great. I feel amazing. The year has started, but it hasn't started. We're only now ending the year of the 9, which is all about completion. That is why everyone felt this inner change. Everyone's feeling this new perspective. Like I said in the previous video, we're in the age of Aquarius and we're in the month of Aquarius. So everyone is forward thinking. And I just want to urge you to hold on to that forward thinking energy. Keep on showing up and thinking of where you want to go. You know, think of what, live a purposeful life. Don't just live a life that's controlled by everything outside of you, because that is exactly what's happening right now. If you pay close attention, everyone is controlled by something. And that's what they don't tell you. That's why lust is such a big thing, because they don't want to tell you that when you start to harness your potential and your energy, you can attract abundance. There's no chasing. There's no chasing. You become strategic in your ways. You start to understand that life is just a playground. And only those with energy can play the game to the fullest. You know what I mean? A car can have a GPS and it can be set out on, and this is what a lot of people, what goes or happens with a lot of men. Their GPS is set on where they want to go, but the tank is on empty. So how do you expect to get to your destination? You need to ask for lifts. You need to ask. Nah. But if your tank is full, if you have energy, if your battery is charged, what happens? You can go the distance. You can complete the mission. So yeah, man, that's all I wanted to say today. Hi, sir. How you doing? You good? 18 days on SR, baby. And we're going to keep on going. The goal is 1 full year. And thereafter we complete another year. And no, we're not a slave to our urges, or we're not a slave to this seed retention or celibacy. I have a beautiful girlfriend, but that is also why I was able to attract her. Because when I met her a few years ago, I was in about 8 months of semen retention. And she supports me in everything I do. And that's what I want to talk to you guys about. When you're on this journey, you're going to find like-minded individuals. You're going to tap into your strength, which allows the outside world to play by your rules. Everyone else is playing by a boss's rules, someone else's rules. I refuse to do that. I'm here to build my own way out. You know what I mean? To help my family out of this matrix. And that is what it's about. Once you have your why and you have your purpose, no one can stop you. Let's get it, man. Day 18. We on the way, baby.